I'm not feeling excited, I'm not feeling motivated because that is hard, okay? Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been super excited to make this video. I wonder how the sound is gonna be because it's a little echoey. We're gonna figure it out. In today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys basically like a question and answer type of video. A couple of days ago, I've been trying to figure out how to use my community posts to better interact with you guys and keep you guys updated. But I put out a post basically asking you guys if you would be interested in a sort of sit-down Q&A type of video, answering all of the questions that you guys might have had. I'm going to try my best to answer all of your guys' questions today. To get started, I don't know why, but literally you guys are so amazing. Every single video that I've posted in the last couple of weeks has started off with a thank you so much for X amount of subscribers. I can't believe how quickly my channel is growing. I literally wake up thinking, okay, my numbers are gonna slow down a little bit, and then I go to work and I check my numbers whenever I get back and there's like 30 more of you. And it's insane. It's literally so insane. I think we're almost at 1.7. Maybe by the time this video up, we'll be at 1.7. I can't get over it. Okay, my comment section was going kind of crazy with a lot of questions, basically asking me if there are certain things that I did to get the results that I saw, a little bit more about my experience, things that, you know, I thought I addressed, but I'm going to readdress again today in this video. I'm going to try and answer them as best as I can. Some of them overlap, and hopefully this answers all of your guys' questions. I have really been liking YouTube's new timestamp feature where you can put the timestamps in the description and then it will section off the video on the actual timeline. So I'm going to be doing that again today. So if you guys are trying to find a specific part of the video that hopefully helps you a little bit more, feel free to check out those timestamps. But if you are a real one, you'll stay and watch the whole thing. Okay. But I wanted to also use this video to show you guys a little bit of a peek into what's been going on with the Intense Core Challenge. That thing, the Intense Core Challenge is no joke, okay? Your girl had to reevaluate her goals because it was hard to motivate myself at first. Ah, Chloe! It's exercise 1. Ah! Oh my god. Ah! My shoulders. Holy smokes.
Just feel that burn and keep pushing through, guys.
Oh, I feel the burn.
Hold it, just take a little break. It's okay.
I don't like these ones. Butt kicker.
You can do it.
Can I? Don't like this and like that. Oh, that hurt.
Exercise is gonna be everyone's new favorite up and down jacks.
What the fuck was that?
To a high plank while jumping both legs to the side, then the other arm up and jump both legs again. Take your time to it, and over time you get better.
Oh snap!
So no impact.
Oh no!
That's the workout, guys. I hope you found this.
Holy smokes! That was no joke. Yo, I thought I was ready.
Nope.
Your girl's not ready. I really didn't fully do any of the workouts, like, except for maybe the mountain climbers. That was hard. So hopefully by the end of this challenge, I could do at least the plank challenge all the way through. After that first video, just experiencing that very first video that she released, I literally was like, what am I getting myself into? Do I really want to do this challenge? I already kind of saw the results that I wanted to get the first time. What is my goal for this new challenge? So I really had to reevaluate my goals. We'll talk about all that later whenever I get into a little bit of motivation and my experience with motivation and keeping myself energized every single day, because the Intense Core Challenge is no joke. With those little updates out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right into our Q&A. There's going to be 3 main parts: motivation, diet, and my actual workouts, my experience, all the things that I really think that you guys should know so that you guys can get the most effective results possible. But first, I want to just disclose, because I've been getting a lot of questions and people just like, what? You're 160 pounds? That's crazy. I'm kind of tall. Like, I'm about almost 6 feet. I'm 5'9", almost 5'10". I like to say 5'9 and a half. It matters. So yeah, I'm 160. At the moment, I'm 5'9", almost 5'10". I just wanted to put that out there because I was getting some questions on that. So now for the nitty gritty. Okay, I got my list right here. I got a comment recently saying that they really like that I decided to write all my notes down rather than just like look at my phone. And I do have notes on my phone, but I just seem to be like a tangible type person, so I don't mind writing things down. So we're gonna get started, and the first little section is going to be motivation. So there's a couple questions regarding motivation, actually a lot of questions regarding motivation, and there are just a few things that I want to gloss over. I got a lot of questions asking me, how do I keep myself motivated? How do I motivate myself every single day? How do I maintain focus? How do I maintain my energy? I honestly had a little low motivational day the other day. I think it was like day 2 of the intense core challenge, and I woke up and I just was not feeling it. Oh my god. What is up, y'all? Your girl has finally got some days off of work. Did she work out? No, she didn't. But it's okay. It's officially day 2 of the intense core challenge. I'm not feeling excited. I'm not feeling motivated because that is hard. Okay, it's 11:30 right now. I'm gonna change. We're gonna head to the living room. We're gonna knock out this freaking workout together. Okay, because your girl's not excited. I have like no motivation. Like I have been getting so many freaking questions about how do you keep yourself motivated and how do you get yourself to do the workouts when you don't want to. And girl, I just literally get up and do it. Like there's no secret trick at all. I feel like the reason why it's hard to motivate yourself sometimes, or whenever you lose motivation, it's because you lack goals. I feel like I definitely need to reevaluate my goals a lot. My goals are no longer the same as they were whenever I first started doing all of the Chloe Ting workouts that I did. I'm just comfortable. Your girl's not feeling chubby anymore. And I'm honestly still shocked every day whenever I wake up in the morning and I'm as skinny as I am because it's been a while. Anyways, I'm gonna get my workout clothes on. We'll head out to the living room and we'll knock out this workout. The biggest thing for me is having a why, having a goal, having a reason why you want to do things every single day, and having that same reason to refocus yourself whenever you get off track. At first, whenever I first started doing the Chloe Ting challenges and whenever I was doing the 3 Chloe Ting challenges at one time, my biggest motivation was to lose weight, be more toned, to feel strong, to feel fit. And then once I started seeing those straight gains, and I started to lose weight and seeing my progression as I continued to go along, it was easier to motivate myself because I still had that same goal, I still had that same outlook, so it was easy. It wasn't necessarily hard to motivate myself. That doesn't mean that I was always energized. Like there were a lot of days where I had high motivation and I was like, okay, I'm ready to knock out my workout, but then like the idea of doing all those workouts was like, ooh, no thank you. Okay, in terms of energy, I feel like drinking coffees or drinking pre-workouts really help me. I know some people are caffeine sensitive, and sometimes my body can be a little caffeine sensitive. I'll get super anxious, or my heartbeat will feel like I can feel my heartbeat a little bit too much, and it kind of freaks me out mentally. So I definitely like to be a little bit mindful and conscious whenever I'm supplementing caffeine or pre-workouts, so that way I just have that immediate burst of energy as soon as I started. I had another person ask me or just let me know that they feel a little bit intimidated or scared about the commitment of doing the workouts every single day. And girl, I relate to you. Whenever I started the intense core challenge a few days ago, I was not sure whether or not I was ready to take on the commitment of working out every single day and working at my other jobs. I guess my biggest tip to her and anybody else that has this problem would be, again, to remind yourself of your why. Understand that you're making a commitment not to work out, but a commitment to better yourself, a commitment to make yourself a little bit more healthy, a commitment to up your mood, make you feel confident and stronger. So there's a lot more benefits coming from taking that commitment of working out rather than just viewing it as a commitment or a burden. Huge thing about taking on any kind of fitness program or fitness workout, anything like that. The biggest thing is making sure that your mental game is just as strong as your physical game. It's not always going to be as easy as saying, oh, okay, I can do it, flip on the switch. It definitely takes a lot of time and it definitely takes practice, and you have to be okay, and you have to not make yourself feel guilty whenever you slip up. I am a huge proponent, I haven't always been this way, but I am a huge proponent of choosing how you view the world, how you view your life, how you view everyday situations, and it makes a big difference whenever it comes down to how you feel about certain things, because it's hard. It really is hard, and sometimes it's so easy to get down on yourself. You gotta be your own best friend, you gotta be your #1 supporter, and you gotta know that eventually you are going to be able to do the things that you want to do. Another kind of thing that people ask that I felt kind of went into the whole motivation sort of area are talking about plateaus. Someone had asked me if I had ever hit a plateau. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure a workout plateau is whenever you see results, like you're losing or gaining weight, you're gaining muscle, and then all of a sudden, nothing. You hit a plateau. You're not gaining, you're not losing, you're kind of just there. You're kind of stuck and you're doing the same things and you're like, why am I not losing weight? So in my experience, growing up as an athlete, learning about fitness all my life, doing my own research, I am not at all a fitness professional. But in my experience, what my knowledge of fitness plateaus are is whenever your body kind of adapts and gets used to whatever level of fitness or dietary measures, whatever you're doing to your body's getting used to it. And so now wherever you are, your body feels is homeostasis, or it feels normal. That's where it wants to be. Whenever I myself come into a situation where I feel like I'm plateauing or not gaining or losing or seeing any kind of different results, I just try to look for some area in my fitness routine that I can adjust, whether it is working out just a little bit harder, pushing myself harder in those workouts, adding a couple laps of walking or walking my dog longer, maybe putting a lot more veggies into my food, making sure that I eat a salad right before every single meal so that I'm eating less portions but more stuff, if that makes sense. We'll get into a little bit more of that in the diet area and the diet section of this video, but I thought it was a super good question because not many people know about fitness plateaus. And there's so many great resources out there. There's so many great fitness YouTubers that talk about these things, how you can combat a fitness plateau. Definitely do your research and see what is the best option for you. Now that we got the motivation section out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and convert and move on to the diet section of the Q&A. The first question I got was, did I have a special diet at all? Did I change my diet in any way? And I did a what I eat in a day during Chloe Ting video. It's gotten a couple views, but I don't think many people have gotten access to it. It's a super quick video. It really doesn't go in too much depth, but in all honesty, I have not changed my diet as much at all. Making sure that I put as many veggies as I can in my diet. I talked about in that video this really yummy stir-fry noodle that I got. So stinking good, and it has a ton of good veggies like carrots, broccoli, bok choy, Brussels sprouts, kale, and like I don't mind any of those veggies, but like consciously putting those veggies into my foods can be pretty tough sometimes, especially if you don't eat those things every single day. That particular meal right there really helped me get a lot of veggies in my diet. Always making sure I have salads, a lot of fruits. I got a couple questions about eating fruits or your sugar cravings. I get cravings all the time, guys, all the time. Sugar cravings, savory cravings, whatever you could think of, cravings. Like as soon as I eat something sweet, oh, I need something savory. Oh, as soon as I eat something savory, I need something sweet, like on clockwork. It's crazy. But I found a lot of different ways to combat those cravings, and how I do so, especially with sugar cravings, are eating like yogurts. Lots of good yogurts. They have a lot of good proteins, and a lot of them have probiotics. Like if you get like a Greek yogurt or a special probiotic yogurt, those are sweet, and then I would add some fruit on top. I love fruit. In my opinion, it's not bad to eat a lot of fruits. If you have a lot of sugars in your diet in general, maybe you can lower that processed sugar and raise the fruity, carby, complex sugars. I would definitely say simple sugars like processed sugars, candies, stuff like that, breads. I would definitely probably say you wouldn't want to eat too many of these, and then you probably would want to eat a lot more of the complex sugars such as fruits, veggies, stuff like that. And the reason I say that is because yes, they're still sugars. Your body's just going to process it as sugar, but imagine how many more nutrients and vitamins you're getting from fruits rather than a bag of Skittles. Doing a lot more research on that really helped me understand what was the best option in terms of my food to put in my body. I also love pretzels and hummus. Pretzels and hummus is so good to me. My favorite pretzel is the salt and cracked pepper pretzel thins, or pretzel crisps. And then my favorite hummus is the roasted garlic hope hummus. Things like that, those help my savory cravings a lot. Choosing to eat breakfast for dinner, like having eggs, that's super high in protein. One of my favorite dinners is super simple. It's just white rice and eggs, but I put a little bit of seasoned salt on top, and it's très chic, okay? I don't even know if that's the right word to say, but you don't have to completely convert your diet overnight. I did not completely convert my diet overnight. I still eat whatever I want, but I try my best to be as mindful as possible. Do I really need this whole bag of hot Cheetos? Can I just eat half of the bag? Can I just eat a couple of them? The best tip for me would be to adjust and be mindful. Adjust and be mindful. I had someone ask me, how do you deal with bloating? And then she also asked about sugar cravings. I think that's such a great question. I have never been super aware that my bloating was bloating, if that makes sense. Like whenever I feel a little pudgy, I'm thinking, oh, I gained weight. I'm not thinking, oh, this is water weight. Oh, this is me bloating. So in terms of water weight, I'm not the most knowledgeable about how to combat it. Or I would probably say for me, my best option for me would be to do some cardio, like walking around the block a little bit more. One person that I do know talks a lot about bloating is Blogilates. I'm sure you guys have seen her on YouTube, on Instagram. She does have some videos on her Instagram regarding how she reduces bloating. My opinion, workout in general is going to reduce your bloating. It's gonna get your body circulating again. Your guys' research, look into Blogilates, and my number one tip would probably be to look at what you're eating, drink a little bit more water, and maybe just start working out yourself. I guess that was 3 in 1, but it's okay. So the last question that I want to address is regarding calorie counting. So any and all fitness practices, whether they're related to diet, whether they're related to your exact workouts, everything is going to be subjective and personalized to each person. So in no way am I saying you should go out and count your calories. However, I will say that counting calories for me, although slightly stressful, definitely showed me just how much I was eating. Whenever you're counting calories, it can be pretty stressful. I definitely wouldn't suggest counting calories if you're not experienced whenever it comes to counting calories and the idea of caloric restriction. If you want to lose weight, being in a calorie deficit or eating less calories than you burn is going to catapult your results, and you are going to lose weight. So you can either do this in one of 2 ways. You can either eat less and still work out, do whatever you do, or you can work out more and just eat whatever you're eating. So in a lot of ways, people think that eating less can be easier because they don't want to work out as much. And then in other ways, people can think eating more and working out more is easier for them. So whatever is your best practice, if you feel like this is something that you want to do. Ooh, I hate flies. But if you feel like this is something that you want to do, counting calories could be beneficial. However, the action of me counting my calories and going a long period of time, I think I did it for about a month, going a long period of time, counting my calories, I learned just how much I was eating without even realizing I was eating that much. So I definitely think calorie counting could be beneficial if you want to see just how many calories that you're eating in a day. I don't want to put that out there that calorie counting is the thing to do. If you are able to use it as a tool rather than as a set thing that needs to happen, I definitely think that it could be beneficial if you're trying to lose weight, because being in a calorie deficit will help you lose weight. It is how you lose weight. Alrighty guys, we are almost done with this video. I just have one more section left, and that is going to be all of my tips surrounding my workouts. I had a couple questions kind of surrounding this topic. One of them said, is it okay that I'm taking more time than the actual workout is taking? Of course. I mean, there is no rules saying that you can't take as long as you want with your workouts. There's nothing out there that's saying this is the only way to get results. This is how you have to do it. Boom, bow, bam. Like, whatever is your best practice. If you need to take breaks, girl, take breaks. If you need to do one workout, take hour break and come back later, or do half in the morning, do half at night. Please do whatever you need to do, because it's not just about the challenge. It's so much bigger than the challenge. It's easy to follow the hype surrounding a challenge because it's like, oh, this is giving me motivation. Look at all these people doing it. Look at all these results. But in reality, the biggest thing that you're trying to do for yourself is become fit. The biggest thing you're trying to do for yourself is make yourself healthy from the inside out. So, like I said earlier, try not to feel so guilty whenever you're like comparing your results and saying, oh wow, I'm not doing it the exact same as them. There's no way I'm gonna get the same results as them. You're gonna get results if you keep putting in the work, regardless of how long it takes you. Now, I will say this. I had a question that kind of relates to this, asking me about the effectiveness of the workouts and how I got the most effective results that I possibly could. The reason why I feel I got the most effective results that I possibly could, even after I stopped doing the 3 challenges at once, was because each and every workout I pushed myself as much as I could. That doesn't mean that I didn't take breaks. That doesn't mean that I wasn't like falling over and tired and, you know, tapping out whenever I needed to. But whenever I was doing the workouts, I was trying my best to do it as effectively as I can, to my most extent as I possibly could, full range of motion, while also focusing on my, you know, form. Push yourself whenever you can. I got a lot of comments saying, sometimes, you know, I take things a little bit easy or light, and I totally understand. Sometimes it can be hard to push yourself. You're just not there mentally. Physically, you just don't feel as strong. And I think that's why it's so cool that Chloe Ting offers low impact versions of their exercises. And I took full advantage of the low impact exercises on many exercises. Even to this day, as I do the intense core challenge, I'm still doing a lot of the low impact challenges just because they're new workouts, they're new exercises, my body's not used to them yet, and it's not used to doing so many at one time with minimal breaks. Really focusing on form, your mobility, make sure you're doing the cool down so that you're not super tight the next day. Small things like that. The little things really do matter. The little things matter, especially in the long run. Okay, so the last question that revolved around the workouts was, do I weigh myself and how often? Great question. Great question. So at first I was weighing myself every single day. Every single day. And I know a lot of people, there's a lot of stuff out there that says it's not best to weigh yourself every single day. Sometimes it's best to weigh yourself once a week so that you can see, like, because your body fluctuates in weight every single day. But let me tell you why I weighed myself every single day. I chose to weigh myself every single day, number one, to reinforce the habit. I never really weighed myself. I occasionally stepped on the scale just to kind of check in. But once I started the Chloe Ting program, I started weighing myself every single day. And the reason why I did that was, one, like I said, to reinforce the habit, and two, so that I could see every single day the fluctuations of my weight. As soon as I woke up, first thing in the morning, before I ate, before I did anything, worked out, I stepped on the scale just to see how much I weighed. It's maybe not the best practice for every single person to weigh themselves every single day, but I did just to reinforce the habit and to see my weight fluctuations on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so lastly, I'm just gonna go through my community posts just to make sure that I kind of answered all of the questions. I had someone ask, how long did it take for the workouts to become somewhat easier for you? I definitely felt like after that first week of, actually I would say maybe 1.5 weeks, so about maybe 7 to 9 days it took for me to feel extra strong and feel that my body had fully adapted to these workouts and I was able to push through a lot. I had someone ask, would we get good results even if we only do one of the daily videos instead of all of them? I think that's a good question, simply because I'm sure others feel the exact same way. In my opinion, if you push yourself and do all 4 or 5 videos, you're going to be burning the absolute most calories. You're going to be getting the absolute most optimal workout possible. Now, you could definitely do just one of the videos. You could definitely do just one of the workouts or anything like that. However, it might take you slightly longer to get those same results. If you would like to take that upon yourself, it's totally up to you. I'm not going to say you need to do this, okay? I'm not your mama. I'm not you, okay? So do whatever you think is best. If you only have time for one video workout, that's totally fine. But just think that you might have to do a couple more extra weeks to get the same results. If you guys need a part 2 or want a part 2 or anything like that, just let me know. I'm always replying to your guys' comments, so if you just want to leave a comment, I could totally just boop, 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 tap a little reply to you guys, give you guys my opinion. I definitely think, and I always will say, just because this is how I did it myself, do your research. If you have a question, don't be afraid to type it into YouTube or into Google and really just dive in. If it's something that you're passionate about and it's something that you really want to know about, you're gonna put in the time and the effort to look into those things and find the answers to your questions. As much as I wish I could be that person to just give you all of the answers, there are so many questions out there. There are so many different variables to each question and to each individual person. So really finding out what's best for you is, in my opinion, done best through doing your own research. I'm going to end this video. I'm going to upload these clips, start my Chloe Ting workout, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.